What if an umbrella could tell you the story of all the storms it survived? This is my voice, the voice of one that was once loved but now left behind. I was once more than just a tool. I was a silent guardian, always there when the skies turned dark. The moment the first raindrops began to fall, I was the one who shielded my owner, keeping them dry and safe. They would hold me tightly, sometimes even whispering to themselves as they hurried home under my shelter. I was part of their daily life, tucked neatly by the door, waiting faithfully for the next storm. But seasons changed, and so did their habits. Sunshine became more common, new things arrived, and I slowly slipped out of sight. Now I lie in the farthest corner of a dusty closet, my once bright fabric faded, my handle scratched, and my purpose forgotten. I wait in silence, surrounded by shadows, wondering if they ever remember me at all. I still remember the sound of the rain pounding above me and the laughter that followed beneath. Each storm was an adventure, children splashing in puddles, hurried footsteps across slippery streets, and that warm hand holding me tight, trusting me to do my job. How I cherished those moments. Sometimes the wind was so strong it nearly turned me inside out, but they would laugh, pull me closer, and together we would fight the storm. On other days, it wasn't just rain I sheltered them from. It was life itself. I kept them safe during lonely walks, when their tears blended with the drizzle, and I was there during joyful runs when they danced under the storm for no reason at all. I was not just fabric and steel, I was a companion. I carried secrets within my folds, the sighs of sadness, the whispers of joy, the fragile warmth of a soul who needed me. For years, I was part of their story, and they were mine. But then, one day, everything changed. The storms came less often, and when they did, I was no longer the first thing they reached for. A shiny new raincoat appeared, strong and modern, and suddenly I was left untouched. At first, I thought it was temporary, just a phase, but days turned into months. Dust began to settle on me, and each time the closet door opened, I hoped their hand would reach for me again. Yet it never did. I listened as other objects were chosen, while I remained in the darkness. My fabric, once vibrant, started to weaken. Small tears appeared, my frame grew rusty, and with each passing season, I felt myself fading. What hurt the most was not the damage, it was the silence. To be forgotten is a pain far deeper than the fiercest storm I had ever faced. I had protected them with all I had, yet now I am nothing more than an object gathering dust, a relic of a past no one recalls. And yet, even as I sit here abandoned, I realize something important. My worth was never in being flawless or new. It was in the memories I helped create. I was part of a life, of a journey, of moments that shaped who they were. Every scratch, every stain is proof that I mattered once. Sometimes we forget the things that stood by us during the hardest storms, just as people forget the quiet companions of their lives. But what we leave behind still carries the echoes of love, loyalty, and protection. I may be silent now, but I will always remember. And yet, even as I sit here abandoned, I realize something important. My worth was never in being flawless or new. It was in the memories I helped create. I was part of a life, of a journey, of moments that shaped who they were. Every scratch, every stain is proof that I mattered once. Sometimes we forget the things that stood by us during the hardest storms, just as people forget the quiet companions of their lives. But what we leave behind still carries the echoes of love, loyalty, and protection. I may be silent now, but I will always remember.